Scorpio, welcome to your next 3 months energy check-in. That is January, February, March. I hope you are well. I hope you are fabulous. And it has been about 3 months since I last did the 3 months check-in, respectively. So here we are. We're going to take a more detailed look at late winter to early spring, yeah? The Magician, 1, January. The High Priestess, 2, February. The Empress, 3, March. We're also going to take a look at any imperative decisions that might need to be made over the next couple of months, and then anything that might be unexpected or untoward with the Tower. Yeah? Let's do it. Show me Scorpio, please, for January. Show me Scorpio, please, in January. Show me Scorpio. Okay. Show me Scorpio, please, in January. Show me Scorpio, please, for January. Your 2023 read was a hell of a thing, I must say. Show me what I need to see, please, for January for the Scorpio Collective. My goodness, so much going on, yes? Many parts good. Some parts raised quite the eyebrow. You know, I don't just raise my eyebrow for anyone, honey. Show me January, please, for Scorpio. Show me January, please, for Scorpio. We're now using a new camera and new microphone, so hopefully the lighting is softer and hopefully the voice is smoother. Okay, do let me know. And then also, we got a new haircut. We touched up our colors. Fresh. It was time. It was time. It was time. It takes me forever to decide to cut my hair, but when I do, I do it. What's going on, please? Show me Scorpio for January. Let's do one more. Show me Scorpio for January, please. Okay. 3 of Wands, looking outward. Ace of Cups, your heart space, 10 of Pentacles. You just keep, honey, you just knock it out. Knock it the hell out. Keep going. You do it. Honey, keep going. Your heart's in it. I love this. I really do. This, again, has been marked with anticipation. This is something you've literally been looking forward to in the new year. Your heart is really in your foundation at this time. And I'm talking like you are building, you are constructing, you are increasing and or expanding your community, your network, your coin, your foundation, your home, all of it. You have been looking forward to this kind of outward expansion of your energy. You anticipated it back at the end of the new year, at the end of the year 2022. And I've been seeing that for your consistency. And like I was telling another sign, you show me consistency. Excellent. I love this. You're very goal-oriented at this time. Your heart, your Ace of Cups, is literally into your foundation. Okay, it's beautiful. You are expanding. You are thriving. You are well-to-do, well set. Your reputation is unfolding. Your network is expanding. It's just beautiful. You're building quite the name and the reputation. You've been looking forward to this. You're literally looking forward to energy expansion. So your whole heart, your whole Ace of Cups is literally in for love of what you do. This is very, very typical or standard for water signs. When they are emotionally happy, when they're emotionally invested, their outer world tends to expand. Okay, this is very trademark water energy. I feel good, and when I'm feeling this kind of positivity because I have my energy going somewhere productive, look at me go. You literally put your whole heart into this thing that is your foundation. It's beautiful, it's expanding. And you know this. You've been looking forward to it. Okay, it carries over into January beautifully. I love it. I really, really do. I want to get more specifics on here, but I'm just so happy to see your heart and doing it. It is whatever it is that you love to do. You're quite good at it. You're setting yourself up very well for a future. All right. Anything else, please, in January? Anything else, please, in January? I love this. Some of you might have entered new work fields. I don't know, but the emphasis here is on foundation, solidity, home of self, and then also your personal finances are all wrapped up into this. You're thriving. You're doing very well. Okay. Congratulations. Well done. Your heart space is in this. It's good for you, in other words. So continue to invest in this. It has served you well. Anything else, please, in January for Scorpio? Anything else, please? Anything else, please? In January for Scorpio. Queen of Wands, the High Priestess, King of Wands. I got a matching sweet mate energy here. Intuition is shared between you. I have someone who wants to get in on that. To put it quite bluntly, to not put too fine a points on it, someone wants to get in on that. Yes. Oh, it's like my foundation's looking good, work is looking good, my community's looking good, my network is expanding. Hell yeah, this is what's up, baby. That is what's up. And someone's like, I'd like to get in there with you on that. You feel it intuitively. Someone who can match you energetically speaking. King and Queen of Wands, they are a beautiful pair. Of course they are. They are a beautiful pair. When these two are together, everybody's stopping and turning heads. It's like, check them out. And there's intuition, the High Priestess, between these two people. There's someone here who is looking like they are matching your frequency. Have they introduced themselves to you in January? I do not know. But right now, I literally see your heart being very happy with what you are, what you're about, what it is that you're doing. You were looking forward to this Three of Wands, the anticipation. You anticipate expansion. You anticipate strength and solidity of your material world, which is, it's unfolding. It's like, that was the plan. That was according to the plan, Christina. Cool. It's here, I believe you, and you're very happy. You're so happy with it. You put your whole cup into it, which is what we do. We're emotional investors. If what we're doing makes us happy, we just put more of ourselves into it, and then thus it's returned to us. You know, it's a beautiful system. It's one of the reasons why I like being a water sign so much. The more it gives back to us, the more that we feel justified in having put so much of ourselves into it. So we only really create that disparity in ourselves when we continue to give something to someone or a situation or whatever that's not giving back to us, and then we create that emotional gap. But otherwise, it's a very beautiful system. And there's someone in here cooking, trying to harmonize with you. Have they introduced themselves yet? I do not know. With the High Priestess here, I believe that's you. We are highly intuitive, as you know. All right, that's no surprise there. Some of you have this kind of anticipation of a frequency turning into you, or tuning into you, I should say, relatively soon. Here in January, it's looking very fire-oriented. Aries, Leo, Sag. It does not have to be. Obviously, you might have some very strong fire components in your chart. But someone who is looking and feeling as good as you are. Someone who is a bit cheeky, just like you are. Someone who is a bit confident, just like you are. And frankly, someone who is as turned on as you are. So that's a lot of heat in there. That's a lot of heat, but it's beautiful. These are upper level people, the King, Queen of Wands. They do make a beautiful pairing. When this energy comes in, introduces itself or you to it, I don't know. But you kind of feel it coming, and I've seen that for you before. You have that sense that something's coming in. You don't quite know what it is. You don't know how to put your finger on it, but you feel it, and that's what the High Priestess is. This is our internal GPS. It's the thing that tells us to go left when we typically go right. It's that little thing that whispers in our ear, not in a bad way like the devil might, but check that out. Look at this. Maybe this instead of that. That's the High Priestess energy. So you can feel something coming towards you, and it's looking like an equal pairing, or it wants to introduce itself to you in that respect of I'm like you. Okay? I'm like you. The same level of ambition, and intensity that you have, I do too. There's a shared frequency in here. Ooh, we'll see if we can pull a little bit more from that later. What that looks like, who they look like. But it's sometime in January. It's sometime in January. Ooh, honey. Show me February, please. Show me February, please. What's going on in February for Scorpio? Show me Scorpio in February. Show me Scorpio in February, please. Could be on the late end of January as we go into February. Show me February, please, for Scorpio. A haircut or not, I still have to constantly move it. Show me February, please. The Hermit, healing, Ace of Swords, truth, the Star. My. Look at that. Again, just like how you opened with your 2023 overview, you have a truth in you that you are pursuing actively. It makes you feel good. It makes you walk a certain path in this life that you know is right for you. So the Hermit here is undisputed knowledge. He's a little slow, but that's the benefit of walking the path of life. It's an active thing. It's not passive at all. It's quite active. The benefit of being the Hermit is that when you walk that path and you keep walking it, you have the benefit of turning around and seeing where you've come from. Okay, and is this pathway right for me? It feels good to me or it doesn't feel good to me. It's done right by me or it hasn't done right by me. These are the decisions I have been making towards my path in this life, the stars, my hopes, my dreams, my desires. I have been making active decisions in this vein. And the Hermit's confirming that that pathway that you are on is very, very correct, if not destined for you. Okay. So that is going back and hearkening back to this. The reason why you're being so successful is because you know your whole heart is in it. It gives back to you in equal measure, so you continue to give yourself to this. And it expands, and you're attracting more energy because of this reason. But internally, regardless of anyone else and the feedback you receive, you just know unequivocally that this pathway is correct for you. The Hermit signing off on it, it's your life path and purpose as far as I can tell. And it's the truth, and the more you continue to walk that path. And here's the thing about the star, honey. The star is terribly complicated, but very, very rewarding. And we only know if a star is right for us if we try it. That's the only way we know. So with the Hermit here, with the experience backing it up, you've been down a particular path for a while, one that you have always wanted to pursue and that you have begun and will continue to do so because it has served you well. If the star was not correct for you, you would exit it. Okay, so it's quite beautiful, and the more you continue to walk that particular path, the more restorative your own life energy is. So it's not just healing in the vague sense, it's that beautiful understanding that is so rare, or seems increasingly rare, that this is right for me. Whatever it is I'm doing, it's right for me, and I've known it, and I've known it for a long time. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's recognition of your pathway in this life, and how it does right by you. It's good for you. It's restorative. It has a lot of healing notes in it. It has a lot of long-term vision with the star attached to it. And also, practically speaking, it does well for you in the 3D world. So it's beautiful. It's beautiful. I don't know what that is to you, but you do. I have my own version of that, obviously. And I hope you do too. Whatever this is for you, like for me, it serves us well. So keep walking the path. Okay. Anything else, please, for February? What else, please, here for February? Some of you have gone on very long journeys of discovering thyself. What gives to you? What produces? What produces? What produces? So I can put more of my heart into this. What produces? What gives back? What gives me proof? What feeds me? Okay, what feeds my soul? What feeds my waters? What feeds my spirit? And having found that, and it's right for you, you continue on in it. It's beautiful. You really dialed it in, didn't you? You've really done a job dialing this in. Excuse me. Anything else, please, for February? Anything else, please? I'm not saying you don't have your moments. I'm not saying it didn't have cost. I'm not saying it didn't require work. On the contrary, like I said, the star requires a great deal of work. I compare it to the sun constantly so people understand. Say for the sun, the happiest card in the deck, right? It's very easy to walk outside your front door and live under the sun. The star requires more work. It means like this, and staying like that, and continuing to reach outward. But you don't know until you try, right? Your experience has taught you that this is correct. Anything else, please, in February? Justice, Wheel of Fortune, the Sun. Speaking of which, yeah, you continue to live life in a place of balance because it's right for you. Continue to choose that is right for you. You will be shown justice, fairness, this is correct. The Wheel of Fortune, whatever pathway you're on in time leads to the sun, but you have to live by the star first. I suppose just don't fix what ain't broke. Continue on. It's beautiful. It is fairness, I told you. If it gives to me, I give back to it. If it gives to me, I give back to it. If it makes me happy, I'm seeing the results of my love, care, and attention. My time, energy, and effort for water signs. This is the investment. It's not like Pentacle. It's not like fire. It's not like the sword. If I'm putting a great deal of my feeling into this and I'm getting returns on that, I'm getting proof of this, okay, for my efforts, my faith, my due diligence, I will continue to give to it. And so you have. At the risk, honey, dare I risk the cheesiness. Dare I risk the cheesiness, honey. Making our dreams come true. With a lot of work, a lot of effort, and sticking to that path when you saw that it was paying off. It is leading to your happiness and security, and literally because it's a balanced system. You put a lot of yourself into it, it pays back, so you continue to put more of yourself into it. That's how we work. That's just what we do. It takes a lot for us to stop showing something love for something, a situation, work, goals, a person. And that's only the case when we're not getting anything from it. But we will otherwise put our whole selves into something. And you have. And it's correct. It's proving to be your short-term as well as your long-term happiness. I really wish I could narrow it down. I cannot. There's too many far-reaching concepts. You're pulling majors. You're pulling so many majors. That means it's applying to a lot of you, a lot of us, at the same time. So continue on. Continue on. Make those dreams come true, honey. Make those dreams come true. I'm a little curious about this, obviously, but everything else is speaking for itself, and I hope you see it, and I hope you feel it. And if January was the start of the year for these endeavors, congratulations, it's correct. For those of you, it was already pre-existing from 2022, it's carrying over beautifully. Again, stick with it, it's correct. But if you resonate with this, you already know that. All right, show me March, please. Show me March, please. Show me March, please, for Scorpio. Show me March, please, for Scorpio. Show me March, please, for Scorpio. Show me March. Show me March, please. Show me March. Show me March. The Tower. Surprise. Whoa. Message. Surprise message. Oh boy. The Four of Cups. There's something in here that kind of comes as a surprise to you. I don't know. Well, it's being referenced to March. All right. There is some sort of surprise communication here. In other words, you didn't see it coming. Tower. And then there's the Page of Pentacles and the Four of Cups. There is something here about the disappointment, and it feels like it's outside of your energy, given the magnificence of what I've seen. It doesn't really feel like you. It feels like you're on the receiving end of whatever this message is. There is some sort of disappointment surrounding it, sadness, some sense of possibly loss and or regret attached to this message in March. It is a surprise. It may not be the easiest of ones, but it's looking like it's coming in a very small form. Okay, and that Page of Pentacles. But with it comes bearing in this sense of sadness. I don't know what the news is. I do not know who it is from. But you were not expecting it. Okay, let me see if I can get a little bit more on this. Otherwise, your energy up to this point has been very, very fluid. So this is coming across as a disruption that's outside of you. So FYI about March or thereabouts. Okay. What is this? Is there any more in this? Is there any more in this, please? So that Tower is making itself known sooner rather than later. What is in this? Is there anything else, please, to March that we need to know about? The Five of Pentacles, Five of Swords, Ace of Pentacles. There's something coming in around this time. I'll be honest with you, I don't like the look of it. Neither do you. Five of Pentacles, Five of Swords. I don't particularly trust the origin of it or where it's coming from. There is negative energy attached to this. And it's also looking like negative intentions. I don't know what form it will take or who it's coming from, but I don't trust it. I don't like it. It could be something in work, especially if you're doing as well as I think you are. And you are looking successful. There will come a surprise energy that is going to try to attach itself to you in that way, and it comes across as ill intentions or poor intentions. Now, it could be that someone is asking you for money. There is a heavy amount of pentacle in there. Okay. Somebody might have experienced some loss, and in which case I am sympathetic. I am. There is a concern here about funds, and it's looking like they are contacting you for that reason. There's a Five of Swords attached to this. So there might have been some real 3D material issues for someone. Okay. And I understand that. But there is ill will behind it with the Five of Swords. Perhaps they are presenting a very strong case of how disastrous something has happened and they need your help or assistance. They're asking you for something. And there is disappointment, and you are on the receiving end of it. You are not the generator of it. It's coming towards you sometime in spring. It could be someone's looking for some sort of bailout. Okay. I'll pay you back type situation. Or someone who wants to, frankly, use your resources. So yeah, like I said, I don't trust it. Just to let you know. It is there. And I don't like it. It is being presented as something heavier, I believe, than it is. Okay. But there is deception behind it. There is real-world frustration in that 3D energy, but it's not yours. It's being presented to you as someone else's issue for you to consider. So again, somebody who's asking for something. A donation, a gift, or access to your resources. And yeah, there's a bunch of negativity attached to it. I don't trust where it's coming from. I don't think you do either. And that will be rather obvious. I think you're going to see through that right away. Manipulation might be involved. Five of Swords. Manipulation, mind games, whatever it is to kind of help attach you to whatever this project is. Could be a project. Or will you consider me for these monetary things? Can I borrow? Now here's the thing. If it's family and friends, and I have this rule with money, more people should. Let's put it this way. That if you were going to lend someone money, just be prepared to write it off. Do not expect a return. So if you part ways with something, you need to really see it as a gift. There is a good chance you won't get it back. Family and friends have that way of not expecting to give back or pay their debts. This happens a lot. So you have that kind of presentation of, no, I'm going to reject that. I understand what your circumstances are, and I'm sorry to hear that. But it is not in my place to fix this equation or fix this problem. I'm glad you told me, but no, I'm not in a position to help you with that. Or, if you do, part ways with it and don't expect a return. Okay? That's typically the best way to handle these types of situations. That if you do, in fact, help someone, bail them out, or attach them to your resources, don't be foolish about it, and expect a realistic return in that you may not have one or get one. Okay? But yeah, I don't like that at all. I think you can sense my tone and know me well enough by now that when I'm telling you to take that seriously, I really want you to take that seriously. Real tarot is real life, and I'm saying something here I do not like and I do not trust. Neither do you. I don't like the manipulation attached to it. And it's being put forward as someone's idea. Or, will you gift me or loan me? Some shit went down. You know, it wasn't my fault. It wasn't in my control. I'm sad. I'm bummed out. Bad news. And it comes in as a surprise too. Your energy was otherwise fluid, fantastic, gorgeous. This person's energy is not. It could be a deal. Hey, let's put our resources together. Let's knock out a project together. Let's collab. That, any of that. You're going to see through it almost immediately. Especially if manipulation's involved on the emotional level. Okay? Heads up. That's spirit giving us the heads up, yeah? All right, judgment. Judgment. Any decisions, please? Yeah. Some of you are going to be like, not today. Not today. Nope. Nope. So, judgment, please. Any decisions coming? Imperative decisions, please, in the next several months for Scorpio. Imperative decisions, please. In the next several months, please, for Scorpio. If there was sincerity attached to this, it would be different. Unfortunately, there's manipulation and a sense of sadness attached to it. It's looking like emotional manipulation, okay? To kind of get you to agree to something, to give to something, or team up. And it could be, yeah, like a team up thing. Like, here's an offer to collab or get together on a project. And it has poor meaning, endeavors, or agendas attached to it. Show me judgment, please. Any decisions over the next several months? Show me judgment, please, over the next several months. Show me judgment, please, over the next several months. Five of Cups, regret. Eight of Cups, Two of Cups. Okay. Yeah, you're kind of writing off the loss of somebody. Could very well be attached to this situation, like that was a bad move on their part. You know, and now you really can't trust them, and it's kind of like a loss and a shame. You know, if this is someone whom you know. How far or to the extent that you've shared cups with this person, I don't know, but it hits you personally. It really hits you hard. Like I said, for us, when we are happy, it shows in our waters. And we are sad or disappointment, it shows in our waters. And when we're feeling loss and regret, you know, it's kind of like, I really wish they hadn't done that, because now I'm in this situation of having to decide to leave them behind. It's very unfortunate. It's very unfortunate to you. And I am tying it back to this situation because you immediately showed me a 5. And here we have some heavy 5 energy. Okay. Yeah, so there is somebody here whose relationship value has now been lost because of this. In other words, they shouldn't have done it. That's your reaction. I really wish they hadn't done that. Because now I'm in this position of walking away from these cups. So I don't know who this is to you. I don't know that it's a personal relationship. I just know it's someone you know who felt that they could do this. So they know you well enough that they felt that they could approach you. but it was from a very poor disposition and ill will with agendas attached to it. And I told you you're going to see right through it, so you did. And you're kind of in this position now being like, well, fuck. I really wish they hadn't done that, because now I feel very poorly about them. And once you start to feel poorly about someone, that's when you start to lose the water for that particular cup. And that's hard for you because we are emotional loyalists. It takes a lot for us to start spilling out waters for somebody. The Five of Cups, the regret is here. The Eight of Cups, you're emotionally detaching from this, and you do so with regret. It makes you sad. It makes you very sad. It's like, I really wish they hadn't done that. Whatever respect I had for them is gone. Whatever love I had for this person is gone. That kind of thing. You're upset about it. You are very upset about it. Sad, remorseful. It's like, well, shit, now I have to deal with this. But it comes in the form of, I don't have to deal with this in terms of giving them what they want. It comes in the form of personal. Now I have to deal with them personally. They put me in this position of now having to walk away from this connection. You know, and that is a judgment call. It's going to be a judgment call on your part, particularly where your waters are concerned, about how you're going to emotionally deal with this person. And it's looking like you're choosing to detach from them. You don't want to, but they kind of put you in this position because you saw through the bullshit. They tried to use me. They tried to take from me, or they're just trying to attach themselves to me for my resources. And it's almost like you regret how they approached you. It's like, I really wish they hadn't done that because now I'm in this position. You know? And it's kind of like, there you are. You're mourning it. There's you mourning it. There's you walking away from whatever cups you had with this person. So who they are to you: family, friend, associate, companion, significant other, lover, I don't know. I just know that, like most Scorpios, we have a personal relationship with people. That could be anybody. We have that personal relationship, and once somebody puts those cups in jeopardy, you're like, fuck, now I have to deal with this. I have to deal with this. Like, why did you make me see you like that? Why did you make me experience you like that? Because now I'm losing water for you. And that's one of the biggest failures people just underestimate constantly with water signs. It's like, you put me in this position to feel bad about you or us, and now I have to deal with it, right? And you're just showing me nothing but water for that situation or that person. Regret, regret, regret. Why'd you approach me? Why did you do that? Why? It's under your decision as judgment, but it's coming from an emotional space. You have to emotionally decide. Yes, it made you upset. Yes, it made you sad. But you have the emotional decision to disengage from this person now. You know? The consequences of somebody's actions, which I know on the surface looked 3D. You know, it was about the material thing. Unfortunately, there's ill will behind it, which you saw through that almost immediately, and it hits you. It hurts you here. So even though it's on the surface, it might look like a business transaction or a loan, you feel it here because you knew where it was coming from was wrong. That's the water process. How do you affect me? You know, who was it? It was Maya Angelou. Brilliant. Maya Angelou. Brilliant. Brilliant author. Love Maya. And she has a famous quote. Many people are familiar with it. Of course, I'm going to paraphrase. But it's beautifully said, and it's one of those things that is absolutely 100% true psychologically and emotionally about people. You may not remember specifically what somebody said to you. You may not even remember specifically what someone did to you, but you will never forget how someone makes you feel. This person made you feel bad because they came forward in this way to you. It kind of says what they think about you and the connection that they could do that at all. And that's why you're upset. Not for what they said, not for what they did, but how they made you feel. That you could come to me with this bullshit at all. It's kind of like, there's nothing wrong when somebody really genuinely asks you for help. More people should. This is not someone asking for help. This is someone asking to use you. But it comes across as surface, practical 3D stuff. And it's like, you really shouldn't have done that. Because now I see you in a certain way, I cannot unsee you. Right? Rather feel you. I now feel you in a way I can't unfeel now. I really wished you hadn't done that. Okay. Anything else, please, under judgment? Anything else, please? I just want you to know the severity of it as I'm seeing it through my eyes, because you are doing quite well. Very well. It's not related, I believe, to this person at all. This is something else altogether. Okay. Anything else, please, under judgment over the next several months? Yeah, you will never forget how someone makes you feel. If someone makes you feel small, like you're being used, or they're just approaching you for what it is that you have resourceful-wise. You know? It's like, I didn't know you were like that, man. That's how it's coming across. I didn't know you were like that. I really wish you hadn't presented that to me, because now I feel you in this way. And that wasn't there before. But now I feel you in this way, and I can't take that back. You know? Trying to use me. My generosity, my goodwill. Bad call, man. Bad call. Yeah, but honey, if someone must present their true colors to you, okay, I'd rather they do it that way you knew than to find out some other way. This was a really straightforward way to find out, if I'm being honest. Someone's true colors. I'd rather you have experienced it this way than if you actually had invested in what they were asking for, or you had loaned to them, or you had teamed up with them. I would rather you have found out sooner rather than later. Speaking of quotes, it was, I believe, in Jane Austen's Sense and Sensibility. Yes, I'm a big literature junkie. I read constantly. I believe it was the main character who said to her sister, if this is what he's really like, then you are well and truly rid of him. And I never forgot that. When people present their true colors to you, believe them. Okay? And if they change, then it's on them to prove it, not you. Okay? The Empress, the Three of Wands, tying back to your success. In Judgment, there's that Three of Wands, how you opened with immediately, as in looking forward to January. Continuing on, you are highly, highly productive. Please know that. You are looking outwards, however, to something that looks like potentially commitment. We have the Empress as well as the Hierophant here. There is something in your energy that under Judgment, while you're looking outwards and expanding your foundation, and you are loving it, you're doing very well, something over here is resonating with you, or rather, I should say someone is resonating with you quite strongly. You can feel it coming in. You can't pinpoint it yet. However, it's going to, at some point, not in January, not in February, not even in March, but at some point, it's going to ask you to make a decision in regards to committing to this. Now, I don't know that it's necessarily marriage. It has more to do with the fact, I believe this is my person. And I need to make a decision about that. Solidify it, contract yourself to it. Say this person's mine, I'm claiming this person. So that's really what commitment is. It's the recognition that you and I are together. We're exclusive. We're together. You and I are a person. We're a couple. We're a thing. We're an item. And so I don't think it's necessarily engagement this year. Not like that. It's more like eventually at some point you're going to have that same sort of energy judgment to make. As I do believe you are the Empress here, just given your pre-existing energy, how highly, highly, highly productive it is. You are attracting a great deal of attention. Again, that's part of the thing back here. Okay? Because you're attracting attention, someone kind of wants in on that. And they put you in that position of, why did you do this? And now I see in a way I can't unsee you. But again, I'd rather somebody show you than not. Okay? You know who your real friends are. Okay. But yes, in some sense of judgment at some time at the course over the year, you are going to have to start making decisions regarding what looks like some sort of commitment to someone who, in your eyes, is becoming increasingly significant. Okay? That's anticipatory. It's further down the road in the year. I'm not saying it within the first 3 months, but I do know this. I have every reason to believe it is in regards to this person. Okay? All right. Beautiful. Very beautiful. Highly productive. You are. You're just killing it, honey. Killing it. You're killing it. And it's unfortunately, this person sees it as a form of greed or attachment. Like a really bad sidecar to a motorcycle. They're trying to attach themselves to you in that way. And it's not done with good intent at all. Okay? And you see through it like that. You saw through it very, very quickly. Okay, anything else, please, in the Tower? Anything else, please, unexpected in the next 3 months? Anything else, please, in that Tower for the next 3 months? Anything else, please, in that Tower for the next 3 months? Anything else, please, in that Tower for the next 3 months? Yes, for those of you who have asked me favorite books that I have read over the years, some of you are familiar with my very old blog before I dismantled it. Yeah, right up there in top 10 would absolutely be Jane Austen's Sense and Sensibility. Pride and Prejudice too, obviously, but Sense and Sensibility. A lot in that novel regarding love, social expectations, what happens inside of us and outside of us. It's one of my favorites. Okay, Four of Pentacles holding back the Hanged Man. Four of Cups. Okay. Yeah, they're reinforcing this energy. They really want you to know about this. They really want you to know about this. This is unexpected, and it's going to present itself, unfortunately, in a very ugly way. But small, which means you can handle it. Emphasis on what I just said. You can handle it. And that's why you're sad, is because they put you in that position to handle them at all. You feel for them very differently than how you used to, and that's why you're upset. But again, honey, if it helps you, I'd rather you know more in the upfront than later down the road. Okay? When people present themselves to you in that way of negativity, not being forthright with their objectives, having hidden agendas, there's a slight twist on everything they say or do. If that's what they present to you, believe them. Don't make it out to be what it isn't. Accept the reality for what it is. Okay? Okay, they really want to emphasize that Hanged Man, Four of Pentacles, they're asking you not to get involved. They're telling you not to get involved. Withhold on purpose. Refrain. You're going to receive the message, but refrain from actual participation and also refrain from investment. Okay? That's rather substantial. It's a transaction, I believe, that will not end well if you agree to it or you choose to sign up with this person or work with them. Okay, if that's the case, which I suspect for some of you it is, it's meant to be in their favor, not yours. It'll be a drain on your resources. It won't give back to you, in other words. It takes from you, but it will not give back to you. Okay, but yeah, please refrain from that. Don't participate, don't engage. This is one of the few times I will see the Four of Pentacles in a positive way. Do not engage. Withhold your energy, withhold your efforts. No effort, no energy, no coin. Don't do it. In fact, many of you just might ignore it. Okay? Anything else, please? Any other unexpected, towers? Any unexpected towers, please? Knight of Swords, the Star. Mind your own business. Mind your own business. No, it's you're gonna be. So this is again under the Tower energy. I think going back in relevance to the positivity, you've shown me nothing but light and beauty and working towards my goals. I'm a healer. I make things happen. That's what your energy is telling me. That's the Scorpio I'm looking at today. I make things happen. So yes, like moths to a flame, you're gonna attract some moths. Those who want the flame but wouldn't dare do it them themselves. So they try to attach themselves to other people. Okay. It's not for them to take, and it's not for you to give. This person's energy is not fair. It will not give back what you have given to it. That's enough. The Star. So, Knight of Swords, Knight of Wands, you're not fucking around. Here's what you don't expect since it was under the Tower. Your life path and this goal is about to pick up considerably. First, you were taking action towards it in terms of rational. I'm on top of this. I'm fast. I'm on top of my star. I'm knocking business out. I'm knocking my communications out. I'm busy. I'm on top of it. I got it. And then it becomes fun. It becomes a lot more fun over the course of the year. In other words, your energy is going to pick up considerably of the Star. This is not what you expected. It goes from a kind of peaceful, I'm building an empire, I'm doing very well, to ho ho ho. It's going to start feeling really well. Really good. There's an explosion of energy over the course of the next several months, upwards to the whole year, where you're doing very well. And you will continue to do so. You are making literally your dreams come true. Dare I say it. Making your dreams come true. It's beautiful. So yeah, you're going to attract some insects when you're doing that well and you're burning that bright. And it's always those people who want to get in on it, doing what you do, but they themselves wouldn't, you know, but they want to be near you by association and take your warmth, but they don't actually contribute to it. They just like to fiddle around. Unfortunately, this person's getting a little too close in terms of actually trying to take something from you in terms of resources. And you're going to have to decide on an emotional level what to do with them. And it's looking like you're choosing to distance yourself from them. But they're not the only decision in here. Not at all. There is something else here, or rather I should say someone else here who's actually legit. Who actually wants to give to this, who actually wants to be a part of what you're doing in a way that's healthy and matches you and doesn't just take from you. Big difference. Someone who's matching and gives in their fair share of equal contribution. Okay. Versus someone who just wants to attach themselves to your glory and your work. Big difference. This person I'm seeing here actually legitimately wants to be part of what you're doing. They're as passionate as you are, and they have a strong feeling towards you, and it's looking like at some point over the course of the year, you'll be looking towards them to make a decision about, okay, maybe you and I might be a match. We might be a thing. You seem to put in a lot of work too. You know? You seem to commit to things too. You seem to know how to sign up to things and stick to them too. You seem to know how to fulfill a life path too. Maybe we could be a match. Let's try it. Let's do it. That's what your energy is telling me towards this other person. So, in that respect, show me who this person is, please. Who is this? King of Wands, possibly / Hierophant energy. We have some, well, everybody's here really. Aries, Leo, Sag, but this is coming across heavily as you two are matching frequencies. Passion, dedication, ambition, strength of fortitude, sense of will, all that good stuff. It's really equally shared. You kind of feel them coming in. I don't think they've arrived just yet. But then over here we have a stronger sense of what each other has to offer. Okay? Between two very significant energies and people. Can I get more on this situation person, please? More on the situation person. January, possibly February. So yes, the fire signs, of course, as I said. Heavy Leo energy here. Does not have to be. We also have some Sag. We have some Taurus, Libra as well. A touch of Aquarius, but I am seeing that more as you literally pursuing your dreams. Your hopes and desires. At first you were doing it because these are my skills, these are my expectations, I'm taking care of business, and it turns into something a lot more fun and free-flowing and just makes you very happy. You have a lot of energy towards it. Any more on this person and or situation, please? Manifesting. And it's coming from that place of experience. Oh yeah, so that would also mean Virgo energy as well. Seven of Pentacles, Two of Wands. It was a slow building thing. For some of you, the 27th will be important. I could not say why. And of what month? It could be January or February. The 27th, like I said. Anyway, it was a slow building thing. And it took time for it to make itself known. We had to be determined, however, to introduce ourselves or present ourselves forward. It was a slow building thing. It took time for this person's energy to come in, take shape, or to show itself. All they're telling me is that this person's energy was building too. That's it. It was slow to arrive, but when it does, it will be easily understood. They have a certain determination here with that King of Swords energy. I do believe I saw that towards the tail end of your 2023 reading. It was a King of Swords / Emperor energy that was very determined to connect with you. Their energy towards you has been building, trying to come towards you, already readying itself to come towards you. And there it is. You'll be receiving a message from this person sometime in late January to early February, as I said. It is sincere, and it is the start of something. They themselves have been amassing their own particular energy. They have taken their time to approach you. That means they know who you are. And there will be something of a romantic message coming in from this person, and they are determined. I don't think they're a King of Swords. I don't. I'm saying that as this person's determination of what looks like a growing interest in you. It literally is a growing interest. So that means they could be in your vicinity if they know who you are. Of course. Where they're coming from, I could not say. But they seem to have kind of a growing interest in you in that respect of the more they learn about you, the more they want to know. And so eventually they're going to put something out there along the lines of that Knight of Cups. The interest, the emotional interest, the romantic interest, the vulnerable interest. Sex is irrelevant, but it does seem that they are deploying this particular Knight of Cups relatively soon. Well, like I said, late January to early February. It did roll over. Justice. I'm getting more energy off this person. They keep pointing me back to this person. So, you know, by Spirit's definition at this point, you have technically been warned. Five of Swords, Four of Cups, Justice. Again, more of that negativity, more lies, more deception, more manipulation, and it's coming from a negative space of Four of Cups. Someone's kind of saying, you owe me. That's how they're going to approach the message to you. It's coming across the guise as this is the right thing to do with justice. It's false. It is not It is not correct, Justice. It is not correct. This is not correct. It's lies. Like I said, they're going to present a really good case of woe is me. Woe is me. And there's going to be a little hint in there that you owe me, Scorpio. You don't owe them shit. That's why you're being warned. And that's what manipulation is. Five of Swords. It's the suggestion that if I twist the feelings between us a little bit, I can get what I want. They are presenting a case of sadness. Woe is me. I'm not happy. This happened to me. And I have an idea of how to balance the scales. I know how to fix the situation. I'm going to hit Scorpio up for that. Could be Libra. Doesn't feel that way. But it does come as a sense as you owe me. No, you don't. Otherwise, you would not be warned as heavily as you are. It is manipulation. Like I said, you're going to see through it like that. Our feelings go to a deep place. That's kind of what it is to be intuitive. Scorpio, however, is a little more comfortable with the darker side of things, which is why we gravitate towards the mysterious and the unknown, and sometimes the darkness. So when someone else presents that to us, when we're being lied to, we know. We may not be able to articulate it. We don't have proof. But when someone's eyes don't match their words, it's obvious. This person's eyes and their words don't match. And I've seen it 1,000 times with people I've known for years when they're withholding something, and I know that they have something more on their mind and they don't say it. I know when someone's lying to me. And depending on who the person is, I'll either say that or I won't. Sometimes people feel the need to lie to protect themselves or to cover the truth or just not say, refrain. And it's an active choice to withhold, and you can see it. You can see it in that person's eyes. When they started a thought, but they didn't really finish it. They said this, but you could tell they meant something else. You have to make those decisions every day to let people alone about it or cop them on it. It just depends on who you're talking to. And this person presents it right away, and you know it's bullshit right away. It's coming across as that loss. I really wish you hadn't done this, because now I have to see you in this way, and I have to feel you in this way, and now you have put me in this position of walking out on your ass. So when I'm telling you, you have been warned about this. You have been warned, and I promise you it's because you're doing well, not because you're not. It's because you have a lot to offer, not the opposite. It is because you're attracting so much attention. They see you as a quick fix to their problems. Well, I strongly disagree. Strongly disagree. There's a heavy, heavy energy there of manipulation. I can smell it from here, and it's upsetting. If you're going to ask somebody for something, ask them for it. But no. This person's got sticky little I need, I want fingers, and they're trying to apply that to you. Anyway, back to this situation, please. No, it is not the same. Not that I can see, not that I can tell. This person's energy is very legit, and it wants to present itself as such. It wants to be taken seriously, those words. Otherwise you would not be contemplating. This person represents another decision, but it's further out. It's further out. Okay. Page of Pentacles, Four of Swords. There's that Ten of Pentacles. Very good. In the meantime, honey, you continue to do as you do. Continue to invest in this way. You already know about this. This is planned. It's rested upon. You've already thought about it, about your Ten of Pentacles. That's where most of your energy is going at the upfront. And that kind of also represents in that space, P.S., that message, as small as it might seem, again, from whoever this energy or entity is, it comes in whilst you are resting. Quite possibly while you're at home. Quite literally taking a nap, resting from all your foundation energy. It's almost like that's what it is. It's like, so it might come in at nighttime. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, Christina, you overthink it sometimes, I know. But that's why I do what I do. It might be while you're literally resting, this message comes in, so it might come in at night. But it does come in as a form of soft, romantic, vulnerable energy, and it is from someone whose energy has been building towards you, and they have shown a mounting sense of determination to approach you. So again, I don't know who it is. I don't know who it is, but you will soon enough. And it looks like it comes in during the night. It looks like it comes in during the night. I don't know what form it will take. Text, email, phone call. I could not say. But it's while you are resting. Okay? The 14th for some of you might be important. And I also said the 27th. Very good. Let's keep on keeping on. Since we have this energy here, let's go ahead and take a look at the romance angels. Yeah, they have a mounting energy when it comes towards you. It's like they've been thinking about it, they've been thinking about it, they've been thinking about it, they've been thinking about it. And it works. It's, see, fucking, I knew I was going to pull that. I knew. I saw it before it hit, and I knew it would be the first one, too. The fucking deception card, man. This... I'm trying to impress upon you how solid this is in my eyes. It's not hypothetical. For many of you, this will happen. And it's future-oriented. It hasn't happened yet. Now, if you have a little history with somebody that sounds like this, they're coming back around to do that same bullshit. Okay? If this, however, for many of you, I feel like this is something you did not expect from this person. And that's why it hurts so much. Okay? Because now, you're, like I said, they put you in this position of now I have to deal with you emotionally. And emotionally, I'm deciding to detach myself from you. Because whatever feelings or friendship or compatibility you and I had, you just fucking broke it, baby. You broke it. You broke it. Again, this person's eyes and their words don't match. Deception. Yes, they wear a false mask. Use. Trying to use you, your resources, etc. New love. Flirts. Honeymoon. Very good. That's consistent for this side of the board, obviously. It's looking, they're telling me it's new love. I'm not saying a past person at all. It is someone who is aware of you. And like I said, they have mounting energy when it comes towards you. And Seven of Pentacles isn't one of my favorites, but in this respect, it actually makes sense with the Two of Wands looking out upon the world, looking at you specifically and seeing how you're rising. Their energy towards you has begun the investment process. And so Seven of Pentacles can get started with just that contemplation of, should I approach? And we're thinking about it, and someone, as they continue to look at you and kind of get evidence of you and get information on you, and they learn about you, their pentacle, their root division starts to, it starts to take shape. Okay, so that's all I'm saying is that they put a mounting energy towards you. It is rising, and it does come in the form of a message, and it is on the more romantic side, yes. And it seems to come in at night while you are resting, or possibly taking a nap. And while you're at home, or you're doing something at downtime. But yes, it's new love, and it will come in flirtatious, and there will be a honeymoon period, but that's further down the line, more in conjunction with this energy when we start looking at this person, being like, I'm making decisions towards this person that seem to be good and positive, and I'd like to continue on in that way. So I'm seeing honeymoon more here as the commitment towards that energy, saying yes more towards that energy. You're a lot like me, you have a lot to offer, you're doing a lot too, as opposed to someone who, say, just wants to take my shit. Okay. You know? Oh, yes. This could be the one it is safe for you to love. This could be the one it is safe for you to love. Okay. Anything else in here, please, from the Yin Yang Oracle? Anything else in here, please, for Scorpio? Anything else in here, please, for Scorpio? Yeah, somebody's little root system for you, being part of their world, time, energy, and effort has started. And it was through a lot of observation, not to the point of obsession or obscurity or being immature. It's not that. It was the King of Swords, so that was activation. It's if it was more immature, looking at someone, I'd be seeing a Page of Swords just checking you out but not doing shit, right? So that's immature energy, that's spying, that's not doing shit with anything. But the King of Swords is over here critically looking at you, gaining information. They like what they see. They have begun the investment process in their mind. Okay? All right. What else, please? For Scorpio. storm, unexpected. They really want you to know about this person right here. Okay, there's more of that Tower energy. Could be this could be a fellow Scorpio. That's a lot of energy there, but it's someone who actively shows Five of Swords, manipulation. I'm trying to get something from you for my own particular agenda, but I'm going to dress it up real nice, like it could be a good deal for us both, or I'll pay you back. It's unexpected. And it comes riding in, and it causes or triggers with you in regret almost immediately. It's like, why did you do that? I saw through that immediately, and now I'm mourning you. You have now put me in that position to mourn you. You know? Avoidance. It's a stalemate type situation. Avoid it, like I said. That was Spirit's direct advice to you in respect to that Tower. And into that Four Cups, woe is me energy. Do not invest, do not participate, do not put your time, energy, and effort into it. It is a lost cause. You will lose. But it's more than just the money thing, honey. For you, you're mourning your lack of emotions for this person now. It comes from a space of disappointment. It comes from a space of, I can't believe you're willing to treat me like this. You're willing to sacrifice our feelings or whatever cups we have with each other so you can get from me. Bad choice, bro. Bad choice. Yeah, suffering, lack. They're in it's a lack. I'm suffering. Woe is me. As I've said, we're going to avoid this situation. Some of you have a Scorpio in your Jupiter, in which case that's very advantageous. It's allowing you to open up, take action towards those beginnings. That's beautiful energy. Very nice. Now, this could be a person as well or the incoming energy over here. Like I said, they have very strong fire in them. And a sharp mind, too, so that doesn't hurt. And there's a strong sense of, yeah, I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. Yeah, absolutely. I know what I'm doing, and I want to do what you're doing, too. I want to get in on that. But it's at the level that's appropriate in terms of contribution, energy contribution. Okay? But, yeah, it could very well be that person. Absolutely. Beginnings attached to them. Very good. Very good. Could be Leo. Could be Leo. Or it's just coming forward in a sense of courageousness in order to generate a beginning with you. Something. Introducing themselves. Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. Anything else here, please? I like this. I like it a lot. With all the activity you're generating, honey, you are eventually going to attract your equal at some point. Absolutely. And so you did. Well done. Air, Ace, Gemini, Libra. I told you there is a King of Swords over here. They could be an air-fire combo, yeah? And that's what they've been doing. They've been watching, inspecting. And I don't take some salt with that word spy. This is an active participant, King of Swords. It's not like a Page of Swords who just, oh, I'm watching them. I'm watching that Scorpio, but I'm not going to do anything about it because I'm too fucking immature to do something. No, it is a King of Swords. This is an active decision maker. So they could very well be someone who has a great deal of air and fire. Okay? And they're watching. They've been checking you out. Absolutely. Guarded, a little bit of vulnerability, you or them, but I'm seeing that more as the Knight of Cups coming through and that sense of emotional vulnerability. Yes? Very good. And then retreat or timeout. Some retreat. Distance. Yeah, they could be at a distance from you. I did see the Three of Wands twice, didn't I? That's for some of you, not all of you. Yeah, so this person could be at a distance. Sure, absolutely. But I have to insist that they're new. They have not introduced their energy yet. You have no pre-existing energy with this person. They are not a Six of Cups, not that I've seen. They're not a lovers type soul bond situation. Their energy says fresh, it says new, and it says that it's approaching you consciously and willfully. Like I said, they already have a growing sense of potential investment with you. They've thought about it, in other words, a great deal. And it's kind of like I got to get it started. So I have to insist. I don't want to hear anybody in the comments saying, I know who that is, and they're not all. No. I'm going to tell you what I told somebody else the other week. It says new. I have every reason to believe it's new. I do not see any old person attached to this. No exes, no soul bonds, no nothing. It has yet to introduce itself, so if it is a potential soul bond, it will be proven over time. But at the upfront, it is someone who is brand spanking new. They know who you are, and if there is distance between you two, you may not necessarily know who they are. Not really. So there could be a distance. I don't feel like that's dominant energy, but it is there, and I did see the Three of Wands twice, so that is the potential, absolutely. Okay, I just saw that. Celebration, time of abundance and gifts. Yes, you will be celebrating your life path here this year. There is many reasons to celebrate. Okay, there are many reasons to rejoice in what it is that you're doing. You look terribly, terribly happy, and that has been your focus. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm about. I am building my empire, but it's not just about me. I have a lot in this, and everyone benefits. Family, friends, community, connectivity. You are increasing your network, and you're very happy to do so. Your long-standing energy is here. You've shown me that repeatedly. Future orientation. Ten of Pentacles is the long term. Long term. Long term. I'm looking for long haul. I'm looking for my solid foundation. You are acquiring it. You're acting towards it, and it feels very, very good. I have some incoming energy here that suggests I could be a potential match with Scorpio. I would like to contribute to that actively. So this is an active person. They are not passive. They're going to be very forward, but in a way that's reasonable and rational. And I see you making decisions more towards them, that you start incorporating this person's energy in your decision-making process in future. That means you're starting to show commitment aspects towards this person. So that means you have a plan, and now you're including this person as part of your plan. And that's the first real marker of real relationship activity, is when you can plan for them in your future and it's intended. So you're starting to make more decisions with this person in mind. So that means they're becoming more important in your world, and it's looking healthy. It's looking like it's a good, healthy exchange rate from somebody who seems to know what the hell they're doing. So that's nice. You know, honey, it's not a relationship unless you can really start incorporating that other person's, you can see them in your future. And so when you start making decisions with the other person's in mind, and they too, it's a two-way street there, then that's how you know it's a little bit more on the side of real as opposed to fake or short-term. Okay? Is when you start planning for the other person's energy intentionally with thoughtfulness. Decision making, all that good stuff. I feel like there's something in here I'm supposed to look at real quick. I don't know why. Show me this, please. This is the Casanova Tarot deck. An OG in this channel. Show me what I need to see, please. What's in here? What is it I'm supposed to see, please, for Scorpio? Ten of Wands, Five of Wands, the Sun. Moving into your happiness, not with a lot of frustration. You have some sort of background here in terms of your passionate energy. For a while it was running negative, or it was running in the negative. And it's now moving positive oriented. In other words, future orientation is positive. So you have a background energy here between you and someone, because that's a hell of a lot of conflict. There is a hell lot of conflict, energetically speaking, between you and someone, and it's looking like it was a lot of fire here that went bad. So this is what happens when fire turns negative, and it's not positive. This is positive fire, the sun. Okay, you can't get much more positive than that, and fire. This is negative fire, and that's a lot of it. Ten of Wands and Five of Wands. This is frustration, battle of wills, arguing, instability, too many people wearing masks, not being authentic, not being true. This, for some reason, energy is important. It's a background. It's a background noise to this. Possibly, most likely, where you came from, possibly in conjunction with someone else. It could be this person. I don't quite know. But now we are positive, fire-oriented. Okay? We don't want to be here anymore. This is what happens when our energy goes negative or it goes nowhere. We get frustrated. We get angry. And that energy fizzles out and it has nowhere to sustain. Okay, between you and someone else, most likely. Too much burden, strain, hardship. Too many people wearing masks, not really saying what they're thinking or feeling. Too much poker face energy. And it caused a lot of arguments here. And it's kind of like, I don't want to do that anymore. My fire needs to work for me. My passion needs to be forward. My fire needs to be forward in my best interest. So this is for some of you in regards to, it could be some background noise to this. with that person, or it could be this is where I came from and I've worked like hell to leave that behind. Okay, I'm done with the battle of wills. I'm tired of people not speaking up for themselves. I'm tired of people wearing masks. I'm not going to argue with that shit anymore. They want to be who they want to be. I got to go this way. Okay. And then for some of you, critically, the 10th might be important. The 15th might be important, as well as the 19th might be important. Ace of Wands, Four of Pentacles, the Fool. I know it feels like you've been holding back from that positive fire for a long time, but you will be opening up, or you have been. So this is a little bit more on the intimate side, okay, where your feelings are burning. I can see how they used to burn black, and now they're trying to burn bright. We don't want to do that anymore. No more wasting energy on other people who are not compatible. They're not stable. They won't show their true feelings or emotions. They're too stiff. They're too cool for school. They can stay back there. I want to use my fire forward, positive, and I need to bring that forward in me first. Okay? And this is it. You're trying to open up into the best positive aspects here. All right? And I can kind of see where you have been withholding and leaning backwards, or you were in the past. That is no longer the case. You're very much future-oriented now. Okay, that's enough. Except one thing. And also the 14th might be important. Ay, 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 ay. Courageous. This is the medallion of Aries, but I saw that, so you might have some Aries in your chart. Goodness knows I do. And again, that very strong indication of putting your best fire forward to achieve your goals. Yeah. But what they really showed me first was courageous. Yes, you are. You can be courageous, honey. And optimistic. Again, just like, so Sag and Aries, that's great. You might have some of those very strong aspects in your chart, again, like I do. And then also your person, I told you, had fire as well as air orientation. So they could have some very strong Sag and or Aries in their charts as well. Heart with the nurse's cap, we are healing our hearts, or at least you have been for some time. J, dog with the bone, the anxieties, the worries, the frustrations. Yes, I can tell they're very upset. Unfortunately, how they're approaching you with what they want and or need is not coming from a genuine place. It is a case of using or wanting to use you. Okay? It is manipulation. I don't trust it. Neither do you. I. It was weird. I saw a slight touch there. A slight touch. It was a bad whiff. Of you owe me. I owe you. I owe you what exactly? Lay that out for me. Oh, you know what? Never mind. I don't want to hear it. Bye. I owe you. I didn't like that. You owe me. Something like that. Honey, with as much Five of Swords as that person's packing, I promise you don't owe them shit, because they are trying to take. Take without giving. To benefit without you. With your work or resources, but what do you get from it? Nothing. I don't like the point of view. I don't like how it's being presented, and it's inauthentic as fuck. Dragon, Aries, Leo, Sag. Yes, for some of you, you'll see a dragon that is also confirmation. I very rarely get that. I usually just say Aries, Leo, Sag, but for some of you, we'll see an actual visual of a dragon, and it's in regards, I believe, to this person's energy. The crescent moon, for some of you, the next crescent moon might be terribly important, and also follow the way of the moon. Make sure your chakra's in alignment. Yes, here is the arrow of Sag striking home. And then G. Okay, that's enough, you guys. Put in the comments as you see fit. This was quite lovely. I'm glad we took a deeper look here at winter and spring. It's looking like something is just beautiful confirmation for so many of you. Congratulations in this. I cannot overplay this or overstate this enough. You are doing so very well, and it's going to add to your long-term success. We're talking longevity, and you are showing me heavy aspects of the material world that suggest that you are marked with success, because you are putting yourself into that which you believe in, because it gives back to you, and thus we have a positive cycle of giving and taking, giving and taking, and the more you put yourself into it, the more you get back. And it's showing in your work. Beautiful. Congratulations. Well done. There is some monetary stuff. I didn't think I really needed to address it, but just in case, some of you will be looking into business expansion into the new year. And we're also looking at what could be some material shifting. Again, home purchasing, selling, that kind of thing. And then also business properties. You might be investing in that area as well. Okay. And then there's this piece, which is also terribly realistic. And I'm sorry I saw it. But also I'm not sorry. I would rather you know than not know. I'm only sad that you're just like, I really wish you hadn't done that. Because now I see you for what you are. That's how it's coming across. That's how it's coming across. It's like I soon see you for what you are. And what you are is unfortunate. Something like that. Other than that, you actually have someone whose energy wants to come on in and support what it is you're doing and actively be part of it. And as time passes over the year, you're going to continue to see this person as a good investment as well. That means they got a good head on their shoulders. They know what they're doing. All right. Honey, put it in the comments as you see fit. Let's see. By the time this comes out, the mid-month check-in will already happen, and the next round of readings will be the in-depth yours and theirs, the full board. Okay? You guys take care. Be well.